They were a miracle, trapped between the city's concrete walls, a buzzing river of life. But a new threat was about to silence the sound of their tiny wings forever. And the only one who could protect them was the old man everyone called strange, the one who spoke to bees. Welcome to the Everyday Hero. In this episode, we will share a story of how the wisdom of nature can stand alone against the recklessness of the modern world. Tell us in the comments what city you're joining us from, and if you believe that the greatest heroism is to protect the most vulnerable, be sure to subscribe. Mr. Ishmael was one of the men the city had forgotten. He lived in his own small world, on the rooftop of an old apartment building. His neighbors rarely saw him, and when they did, they were a little wary of him, because Mr. Ishmael spent most of his time with his best friends, thousands of bees. The dozens of colorful hives on the roof were his family. He was an urban beekeeper. One morning, as Mr. Ishmael was checking his hives, he noticed something strange. The bees were listless. In the hives that normally buzzed with joy, there was a worrying silence. Within a few days, he began to count the dead bees, first dozens, then hundreds. His heart ached. This wasn't a disease. This was a poisoning. He soon learned the cause. Verdant Corp, a powerful company that managed the city's parks and green spaces, had launched a new spraying program to make the plants look more vibrant. This new pesticide, which they called Flora Boost 7, spread a pleasant scent, but it carried a silent death sentence for pollinators. Mr. Ishmael reported the situation to the authorities, but no one took him seriously. An old beekeeper with no lab reports was helpless against the slick presentations of a billion-dollar corporation. Verdant Corp had convinced everyone with false reports, claiming the pesticide was completely harmless. One evening, as he was succumbing to despair, Mr. Ishmael was looking through an old beekeeping book left to him by his great-grandfather. Among the yellowed pages of the book, a section his grandfather had noted caught his eye. Bees are the memory of the earth. They record everything that is wrong in their honey and their wax. If you listen to them, they will tell you the secrets of the soil. This sentence struck Mr. Ishmael's mind like lightning. If he couldn't speak the language of modern science, he would speak in the language of nature itself. He got to work immediately. First, he turned his small rooftop garden into a safe haven for his bees. He planted special plants with poison-free seeds that only he knew. To dissuade his bees from going to the city's poisoned parks, he created a more attractive nectar source on his own roof. It was a race against time. At the same time, he filled 2 different jars with honey. The first jar was the clean honey from before the spraying began. Its color was clear, its scent full of flowers. The second jar was the tainted honey from the week the poisoning had started. Its color was cloudier, and its scent carried a faint, synthetic, and unsettling note. When the final town hall meeting arrived, the room was filled with the slick lawyers and executives of Verdant Corp. As they explained the benefits of the pesticide with graphs and presentations, the audience looked bored. When it was Mr. Ishmael's turn, he walked to the podium. He had no file, no report in his hand, just 2 small jars of honey. The lawyer for Verdant Corp shot a condescending look at the jars in Mr. Ishmael's hand. "Sir," he said mockingly, "I hope you're not going to give us homemade jam recipes. We are busy people." A light chuckle was heard in the hall, but Mr. Ishmael did not lose his composure. He approached the microphone on the podium. "No, counselor," he said in a soft voice. "I am going to tell you a story. The story of 2 different seasons." He picked up the first jar, the clean one. "This is the honey of spring," he said. "It has the taste of flowers, of rain, and of the sun, the taste of health and life." He opened the lid of the jar and placed it on the table. A light and sweet floral scent spread through the hall. Then he picked up the second jar, the tainted one. "And this is the honey of summer," he said. "The summer of Flora Boost 7. In this honey, there is fatigue, there is sickness, and there is silence." He opened that jar as well. This time, the scent that spread through the hall had a faint, synthetic, and unsettling note beneath the sweetness. "Now," Mr. Ishmael said, looking at everyone in the hall, "you want proof, you want reports, numbers. But sometimes the greatest proof is the simplest one." At that moment, he took a small box out of his pocket. Inside the box were dozens of ants. The executives of Verdant Corp looked at each other in bewilderment. What was this old man doing? Mr. Ishmael first dripped a drop of the clean honey on one corner of the podium. Within seconds, all the ants that came out of the box gathered around that drop of honey. Then he dripped a drop of the tainted honey on the other corner of the podium. The ants moved towards that side for a moment, but as soon as they got close to the honey, they retreated as if they had hit an invisible wall. None of them wanted to touch that poisoned honey. A dead silence fell over the hall. Everyone held their breath, watching this simple but shattering experiment. The truth that the graphs, the reports, and the complex chemical formulas could not tell. A drop of honey and a few ants had told everyone in a minute. Nature had made its own decision. That simple demonstration grew like an avalanche. A local journalist who left the meeting wrote about the incident. The video went viral on social media. People learned about Mr. Ishmael's little bee paradise on his roof and his struggle. Verdant Corp could not withstand the public pressure and was forced to withdraw Flora Boost 7 from the market within weeks. Mr. Ishmael never accepted that he was a hero. He had only protected his friends, the bees. His wisdom was hidden not in laboratories, but in the ability to listen to the voice of the earth and nature, passed down from his family for generations. He had reminded everyone of a truth that the modern world had forgotten. Nature speaks, but to hear it, one must be wise enough to listen in silence. Sometimes the greatest battles are won by the quietest heroes. Their weapons are not reports or armies, but a handful of soil, a drop of honey, and an unwavering wisdom. Heroism is not always about being the loudest. Sometimes it is about being able to hear a buzz that no one else hears and having the courage to stand up for it. Thank you for watching The Everyday Hero. If you believe in the wisdom of nature, subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next story.